the Bronze Tacos Nerf League today on April 27th, where we have the matchup between I Need Healing and the Nacho Daddies. I am your host, Chaos Axel, and joining me today in the booth is Mr. Acting General. How are you today, General? That's true, yeah. I believe both of these teams are a bit of an offshoot of Squad 32 from last season, so it is definitely going to be interesting to see kind of how each side is deviated into their own. Looks like both teams are going to have one sub on hand for this. We see golden icons for I Need Healing and some sort of Doomfist plus Mercy combo that I have not quite decoded yet. I General, you need to change your settings. They can't hear you. Correct. So, what I would recommend is that you go to check the party settings first. Let's see here. If you go into the party settings, like to the actual right below that, allow your voice to be shared, and then always allow.
Okay, is that better, everyone? Did I?
Let's
I
see.
didn't even know that was a setting.
Yep. Yeah. I prefer to
Okay,
do it in party
great.
myself. So
Okay, perfect. So sorry about that. My apologies, everyone.
not a problem.
Um,
But hey, it wouldn't be a okay. They can hear you. It wouldn't be a Bronze Taco stream
okay.
without a little bit of technical difficulty to start it off.
We
And
got to keep it interesting for everyone, and thank goodness our chat is so helpful and responsive. I really
yes,
appreciate it.
the
Good
chat is
afternoon, everyone. How are you?
helpful. Yes, helpful is the word I would use to describe our usual chat. Right, chat?
Very helpful.
All
I
right.
appreciate it
Thank you,
nonetheless.
Star, jumping right in with the subscription with Twitch Prime. Thank you so much. All the bit donations, subscriptions, all that good jazz, all goes towards prizes and other stuff like that that we put back into the league. So if anybody's got a Prime subscription they're not using, we're not going to say no.
Question mark?
But let's see here. Just getting some last minute confirmations. We'll be starting hopefully right on time. Ooh, okay. Let's see here.
Let's see.
And
Did
I
we
forgot
talk
to do
about
that. Okay.
which maps we'll be playing today yet? I don't
We
remember.
certainly can. So today, much like the other games these past 2 weeks, will be Busan, Hanamura, and Hollywood. I'm not sure the exact order between Hollywood and Hanamura, but those are the three maps we will be playing.
Okay, excellent. Looking forward to it.
Yep, most definitely. This shaping up to be pretty exciting. So we actually, forgot to label Jake as a spectator for the Nacho Daddies. So we have two potential subs for the Nacho Daddies, and still we have resting Birchface for I Need Healing. But starting off on Busan, one stat I remember reading at some point that I've brought up before is, generally speaking, on that the downtown one, I believe it is, whoever captures it first has like an over 70% chance to like take it. So I feel like getting out of the gate on a lot of these points on Busan and holding them, they can be really hard to break if you've got a good grip on it. So I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of aggression and speed here.
Do you think there's any way that they can mix like a bunker comp with some speed somehow?
Ugh.
Lucio boosting in an Orisa and a Bastion to just hold it down? Is
I
that something you
mean,
think we're going to see today?
it's entirely possible. Will I see it? I don't know. I feel like that's one of those desperation strategies where if you're kind of behind the eight ball, that's when you're gonna consider bringing out the quantum creep sort of strats or the, like you said, kind of the mobile bunker of sorts. I don't know if anybody's gonna start with it. Maybe on the mecha base, I could see you getting a decent setup on like that bridge over the point. So maybe there. And we have the
So you
bits
think we're
rolling
going to
in
see
too.
more dive tanks then? Less Reinhardt's
Um,
area.
hmm. And I would say yes. That would be my first impression. Is that usually is kind of the common thing you would see for this sort of a thing. Is like the Ryan Zarya or maybe like the Ryan Roadhog or whatever have you. So It is 3 o'clock my time. It is go time, if you will, and we're going to roll right into this while we're still discussing. But I do think Rein Zarya is going to absolutely be prevalent until somebody's forced to make a switch.
I'm curious if we're going to see that I'm seeing it pop up more and more is a Rein Winston. Getting that double shield,
Sure.
a little temporary, but able to protect that backline, but also mess around with the enemy backline as well.
That's entirely possible, yeah. I know Winston in certain comps is definitely very good, especially against a team of squishies and stuff like that. The chat is saying that you should be louder, General.
I should be louder. Wow, I'm nailing it today, guys. My apologies.
Hey, man, we went from 0 to this, so we're working our way up the chain here. But I would be interested to see a Winston. I think he could do fairly well on this one, and we see a bit of a troll start from the Team I Need Healing, going to 6 healers. So you know you gotta respect the name.
Chat, how's my voice now? Is this better?
But I'll be surprised if that sticks, is what I'm going to say to that. On the other side, much more common, where we see the Orisa, Roadhog, Mercy. Oh, nope, as I say it, they are switching around. So here we go. Actual comms starting to come out here, so I'm not going to get any pre-analysis, and we're going into it.
Rocky on Reaper, Mango running the Mercy, they're running a Baptiste with Daisy. We are going to see the Rein Hog from Volunteer and Psychomantis with a May from Nifty Chip.
Oh, wow, and they're rushing right in. The Nacho Daddies pushing straight into the fight here. I feel this down, but that Reinhardt is alone. Oh, we get it. Does the charge does go through and kill Nifty?
Does go. Volunteers alone. Really, they're putting in a lot of resources.
No one's on the point, though, for all of this fight. So Nifty does get rezzed by Mango. Daisy goes down, though. Yep, Daisy, and so does Volunteer. Fight is swinging in the favor of the Nacho Daddies right now, but there's a body on the point right now. We have the Roadhog.
How long
slowly
can this
capping.
Roadhog last, though? That's a
Probably
lot of
not long enough, yeah. Honestly, yep, I think that's the best plan.
And he will be getting booped off the point.
That was his best move, I think. But, okay, so great fight. Very good aggression. That's what I was hoping to see from the Nacho Daddies, just running it straight into that I field, blowing it up, and then going to town. So I think
love this
that was
move
a
right
great
here.
play.
Jumping in and taking as much space as they can. They want to really make Volunteer push and swing as hard as he can to take every inch.
Oop, I'm on the wrong side of the map.
The Shatter and the Diva Bomb goes off. It doesn't get as much value as they want.
Chat, you didn't see that. I definitely wasn't looking at the wrong spawn for a minute there, but Eldritch getting the pick there. Oh boy, it is. I am not awake
getting
enough.
Focused down, gets hooked and frozen, will die almost immediately.
But Eldritch is going to take out Volunteer, so kind of trading tank for tank at that point.
Still even, still winnable for either side. We're seeing the res come out on Volunteer.
Oop, that Roadhog ult not in a position to boot them all off, unfortunately.
Trying to boot everyone off. The Diva's going to be able to eat most of it, though.
Hammer comes down,
Shatter
gets
coming
the
out
Diva.
From Volunteer.
We're going to get the Reaper, who doesn't get anything because that Lucio shield's still in effect.
Huge. Really
good
well
boot by Stormflower.
Volunteer and Eldritch really just duking it out.
And again, this is another solid ult from the Nacho Daddies.
Right now.
Yep, that's another pick. So that Mercy is alone, trying to fly to that corpse to try and get out, but I'm pretty sure she is dead.
She won't get out. All right, and that'll be 70%.
There's maybe one more solid fight in this for I Need Healing. They need to take this now.
Ult, they need to get as much value out of this as they can. With a Grav Coalescence, that could be enough to hold this.
I would definitely say so. I mean, like you said, that May is going to have to be big here. All right, there we go. So the Diva being charged.
Oh my gosh. Getting
a couple of people, gets
three
none.
people frozen.
They need to kill all of those people right now. Hammer goes down, gets nothing.
Zarya lived.
Yep, that's two. 95%. Like, they need to get there right now.
Here they go.
Okay, they're going to touch.
Point, splitting
there we go.
them.
Good hook, good hook. Good freeze. That's going to kill a person. All right, they're pushing them off the point. This might be it. I think Healing is going to take it here. Excellent by I Need Healing.
Healing comes back. Great push. Really good use of ultimates. They got in there. They stuck it out. And just in the nick of time, getting that Roadhog ult with the Shatter, I think that was huge.
The problem I saw with that is I think the Shatter just didn't catch anybody, or they were still frozen, so their body didn't go down. So Volunteer maybe could have held off there, but the ultimate especially... maybe. I mean, it would have been great if he had managed to hold on, but... Because that May ult, that's what they had, and by God, it was enough. They're going to open up with that, and it's not going to be enough. Eldritch is going to stop it. That may ult. They charged, the Reinhardt charged the D.Va and forced the D-Max, so that was
Grab comes
workable,
out.
but that wall went a little too
still
far.
Up.
Kills are coming in from the Nacho Daddies.
In work right now.
Yep. This is starting to look Nacho Daddy's favored pretty hard.
Eldrick is swinging hard. They're going to chase them all the way into the pit near the Mega. I don't think Roadhog isn't going to be able to get to it. He's going to go down almost immediately.
Volunteer is on with healing, but it's kind of him and Mercy versus the world at this point. Charges and gets out of the Mercy's range.
I don't think that's enough. Rocky
There's
Top trying to get some value.
Wow. Tire getting another tire. That's amazing. Oof. Hammer comes down, gets the one body that's on the point.
Charge comes in, but misses Daisy. Ends up swinging and getting her.
That's it. Yep.
All right. Excellent fight. Excellent fight.
Very well done from both sides. But yeah, it's after the Nacho Daddy started to take the advantage. Healing didn't really have a choice but to fight that trickle battle.
They had to stay on point. You're absolutely right.
Yeah. But here we go. So we had a last-minute switch from Nifty Chipmunk onto the Pharah there. So we'll see if that actually remains a constant. And just like you were kind of talking about, Eldritch has switched over to Winston. Thing to note is that Nacho Daddies don't really have a good answer for the Pharah. Maybe the D.Va to fly up there, but I think Pharah is going to be a really... Never mind.
Okay, switching off.
Forget what I just said. They're going 3-2-1. So interesting kind of a strat from Team I Need Healing. Rocky Top is their solo DPS. They have 2 healers for 3 tanks. And one of them is a Roadhog, so you get the self-heal, but I feel like this could be very risky. Too. Yeah, this is going to be risky. If their healers get blown up, it's over, is what it comes down to. But Nacho Daddy's taking the long way here. I Need Healing got to the point first. Oh, good hook, though.
The D.Va gets pulled.
Pulls the D.Va right down, gets immediate D-Mac.
Immediately.
So that kind of forces the battle here. Both teams just kind of going at it. Nobody's been picked just yet. There we go. So we traded a Zen and a D.Va.
Okay.
And I Need Healing is slowly taking this right now. It's the Winston. Trying to chase down the Mercy. Does get her, but here comes Sapix now rolling in from Mango and Mantis.
Not really focusing the Zarya. Red's able to just kind of run around to the back line, but ends up getting cleaned up.
So there we go. They need to... That Moira is the last one alive. Throws the damage orb. Oh, here comes the D.Va, though.
Not going to be... Oh, does get out. Amazing. I thought she was done for sure.
Me too, but great play to get out of there by... words are failing me. Jay Bailey. But all right, so now we have this defense. So we see Daisy switching now off of the other healer that they were on to a Baptiste. So kind of going for that. I don't need to heal my tanks if they can stay alive forever, but that Winston is going to make that difficult. Here comes a tire coming in from Rocky. Gets nothing.
The Rocky
D.Va bomb comes down. Oh, gets the D-Mech. That's what happened.
Not much, but Psycho is holding get 2. This baby D.Va's going to drop very quickly. With the yes.
There we go. And Daisy gets the end on Steam Bullocks there. Right now, over 50% in favor of I Need Healing. So they've been holding strong here. This is the one I believe that has the better percentage if you get the point first. And so far, we're seeing that be the case for I Need Healing. We'll see if they can hold it.
65%. 2 more fights. Let's see if they can hold it. Kind of in this awkward regroup phase. Are we going to go main or are we going to go coast?
Looks like
Winston
they're going
jumping
straight
in
up the
time.
main here.
D.Va there to protect her.
Ooh, gets the pick right on the Nifty. That's a great start. So the hammer goes down, gets 1 or no one. It didn't really do much anything, unfortunately. So we have the damage field. Oh, Lord, you don't want to pull that. Gets no one, thankfully.
Ooh.
Comes a tire from Rocky, gets no one.
The tire doesn't get anything, just chipping away.
Eldritch gets a push kill onto Rocky and gets the kill onto Daisy. So Nacho Daddies looks like they're going to get this.
Psycho trying to hold the point, stalling as long as he can.
Yep, he's going to get into overtime, which is important there. So Nifty picks off the D.Va, but then Eldritch kills Psycho, so...
A valiant stall nonetheless.
Very much so. Yep, up to 99. I mean, that's what you would have wanted there, is get it all the way up to overtime.
Oh, so the Winston, beautiful cleave from Eldrick, able to get multiple hits on people, almost halfway to ult already.
Yeah, great positioning there. So I hear we have I thought I heard a Hanzo? No, I'm crazy. I'm crazy. Never mind.
The grab comes out.
Okay, iField and Zenyatta ult, though, are going to stop any follow-up there. Rocky gets a pick on Eldritch there.
And with this, Brig being so far away from all of her tanks except for Zarya, I'm not sure the rally is getting all the value they could out of it.
Probably not. I mean, going to town, but yeah, Daisy's going to end up picking off Bob Ross there. And Jay Bailey, so healers are down.
Discord.
Yep, it's just collapsing right now for the Nacho Daddies, and this feels like I Need Healing's got it. I believe this is the win as well, because no one can get back in time. Oh, they have a Lucio coming, but he's... the hook is going to stop it. Great hook by Psycho to stop him.
Really good fight. That Zen ult, I think, saved the game.
Yeah, most definitely. Being able... I mean, they had the eye field, which is good, but having the Zen to kind of be that true end-all be-all if the eye field gets blown up, I thought was really important there. So maybe could have layered better, but I appreciate them wanting to be safe in that fight.
I agree. I would love to see Eldrick continue on the monkey and just jump on Chipmunk. Just focus him down. If they can get Zen, they can probably clean up the rest of it. We've seen Nacho Daddies have this problem before where they don't focus down the Zen. They have beautiful Grav Dragons or other Grav combos, and they are not able to close it out because they have Transcendence. You have to get that pick first.
Yeah, and I feel like you're probably speaking to the exact logic that Eldritch is thinking right now. Bringing out that Harambe, but he does switch back over to Reinhardt now, so no more Winston.
No more Winston.
Oh, and I don't know if I realized and didn't call it out before, but we have goats coming in from the Nacho Daddies. So we got that 3-3, no DPS, our tanks don't die sort of a thing. Oh, but Storm getting picked off in the beginning, followed by Jay Bailey and Bob Ross. All of the healers are dead for Daddies right now. Rocky Top and Chipmunk are going to town. That is it. Nacho Daddies is taking this.
Diva does escape with her life. Red
Very
gets out
well
as
played.
well.
Good pressure.
Amazing. I'm not sure I saw where they went wrong on that. How did they...
I mean, honestly, I feel like Rocky is kind of the breaking point. If there's no Diva to absorb the grenades, he does so much splash damage that rips apart tanks. I feel like Junkrat is an excellent pick into this comp.
I think you're right.
Not to mention we had some snipes, I think, from Chipmunk that picked a couple of the healers off as well. It definitely helped out there. So being able to... having the distance on them like that. Ooh, that's a great hammer.
Gets
it gets
Eldrick.
two.
He's going to get swung on.
Here comes the tire going in.
Rocky Top.
Doesn't get anyone. The shield comes up in time. Volunteer in a dangerous place here. Does get picked off. Too slow with Transcendence, though. Hammer comes in, gets two.
Shatter.
Diva Bomb going down. Rocky gets a pick on Eldritch. Diva Bomb does pick off Jay Bailey.
Does get Bailey.
All right, Rocky goes down to Bob Ross, though. So, okay, Red starting to melt people with that Zarya, but... And Steambulloc's picking off Nifty means that I think this is probably in Nacho Daddy's favor. They need to get out of there.
Volunteer needs to get out. He's going to go down soon.
He's
trying to
committed.
Get one last
Good
pick.
charge, though. Good pick.
Brick.
He's still alive. There we go. He finally goes down there, and I mean, that's about the best you could hope for. Diva does get the remake over there. Excuse me. So Mango's back in mech. Oh, here comes the Diva Bomb coming in on top of everybody. Doesn't get anyone, though.
Not enough.
I don't think it was close enough to the ground.
The Immortality field came out just in the last nick of time. I don't think it was enough damage, or it wasn't close enough to do enough damage to actually get a kill.
Yeah,
but it was enough to give them pause.
So we've got
I think it may have been better to save it for this fight right here.
Charge goes in, kills Jay Bailey. So one pick on both sides, but Volunteer's going to have to be careful.
The hog.
Ooh, the hammer gets canceled by the charge. Feels bad.
Ooh.
Great pick.
Brig goes down to Grav.
But here we go again. No one's going to die.
Every time.
And the eye field. Yep, nothing's going to change there. So right now, healing is going back to the point. They know they've won this fight. And there it is, flipping back. Man, props to Psycho Mantis there. Kind of one-man armying in the middle of that for so long as his team got themselves together to be able to fight back.
Really impressive. I have to give it to Chipmunk, too. These Transcendents have been surgical every step of the way.
There was the one that was a half a step off earlier, but other than that, every time the grabs come out, I sense that Chipmunk is just ready for it. Hammer comes in, gets two, and Daisy's going to go down for it. Rocky gets a double, though, on two healers.
Jay Bailey.
Back and forth for both teams right now.
Brig just trying to fight alive, on point with Rally.
We're in overtime now.
Red Dracona, huge laser right now, trying to melt faces. Can he melt Psycho Mantis?
Yeah, I think that's going to be it. Oh, Mango actually picks off Bob Ross in Baby Diva form. There we go. Baby Diva off, and it is going to turn back to Nacho Daddies.
Ooh, the back and forth has been beautiful on this map.
I realized I misspoke. Psycho Mantis was a one-man Apocalypse, not Army. Just to go ahead and use the voice line.
Okay.
But so now Nacho Daddies have successfully taken it back. Ult economy right now, since I have 2 seconds to breathe, is right now pretty even across the board here. We're going to have a couple getting ready for both sides. Nifty almost has that, is honestly on the same track as Red is. So the Transcendence and, at least at this point, the Graviton are on the same cooldown, so to speak. So we have Trans now, and then there's the but we got picks coming in.
And Whole Hog.
Nifty is ripping apart the team here.
Get the value that it wants, and I Need Healing is going to retake the point.
I think. Here comes the Diva Bomb. That's going to have to kill all of them. Oh, it does pick off Jay Bailey there too.
Only gets Jay Bailey.
Diva's going to get on there with the Diva Bomb, but that's not going to kill anything other than the eye field. Great stall from the Diva, but I think that's going to be it. I think I Need Healing is going to take our first one here. Well done to I Need Healing.
Really, really great fight.
Whew, very intense. Lots of back and forth
I'm
there.
sweating right now. Are you? Jeez.
And we have Eldritch on the Reinhardt taking play of the game for the first one. So Hammer comes down, gets a couple. Yep, gets the kill there. And then just no shield, only swing sorts of tactics. That's some big numbers. That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage across the board.
Bob Ross with 87% kill participation. Good God. He was there for everything, apparently. All right. Ooh, well, starting off with a Scorcher here. Very, very back and forth. I mean, I Need Healing did end up... I mean, it was, what, 2-1, right? It was Nacho Daddies took 1 and I Need Healing took 2. So it's both teams are fighting tooth and nail here, and they're both coming out of the gate swinging. So seeing goats from Nacho Daddies, which I think is effective, but I guess I Need Healing has probably been prepared for it because they really didn't seem too phased. They kept the Zenyatta on hold, and like you had suggested, Eldritch switching back to that Reinhardt meant they didn't have a Winston to try and squish that Zenyatta, or at least force Transcendence out of place. And I think that hurt them in the long run.
Absolutely.
Okay, so let me go ahead and do some swappage here. Mango for
let's see, and if I'm not mistaken, our next map will be Hanamura, correct?
That is a great comment that I will have to answer in a moment.
Okay, fantastic.
Okay,
Perfect.
let's see
I'll
here.
try not to get ahead of you next time.
Oh no, you're perfectly fine, dude. So Nacho Daddies, what do they need to change here? What do you think is going to be the key to them taking map 2?
I think they need to really focus fire down their supports, down the enemy supports. I think the tanking has been in there, doing a great job. But I think they need to get everyone on the same page and act like a spearhead through, and get into taking down Resting Birchface and getting Nifty Chipmunk out of that trance, getting that off the table immediately. And the quicker you do that, the better chance you have of landing those grabs, landing those shatters, and making sure that you can get the picks that you need to take the point.
Yeah, most definitely. I realized that there's a Storm and a Steam, and I have confused the two of them. So there we
go. So are you feeling any shift in what the win percentage is between I Need Healing and Nacho Daddies after that first map?
I mean, I feel like it's hard to call. I know, like, we had the fan vote earlier that was it was 7-7 in the Trash Talking channel, and it's both of these teams are very equally skilled, and they're showing it here by swinging out. I still would have to say preemptively, I feel like right now after seeing that my vote would probably be leaning towards I Need Healing, but I also think that Nacho Daddies completely has the potential to overtake this.
I think I'm with you. I think before I was more 80-20 on I Need Healing, but I think I'm moving a little closer to 60-40 I Need Healing. So Nacho Daddies has done a great job in my mind.
Yeah, definitely. It's anybody that had any idea that this was going to be a one-sided match has clearly been shown that is not going to be the case. Both of these teams are going to be fighting to the end. But okay, so now that I believe I've made our subs as needed, let's go ahead and double check. So Hanamura is going to be our next map.
Excellent.
No, not lobby. I need maps, and we need Hanamura right at the very tippy top. Perfect. So we don't need to do any swapping of the sides because we just had a map where it was not relevant on. I'm not about to do that and give myself extra work. So Hanamura being our next map here. It's going to be interesting to see what the teams come out with. You had mentioned a bunker comp in our prep for the last game, and I feel like here you could absolutely make a bunker comp work.
I see it. I feel like I see it every day. You see, at least an Orisa shield at the gate, and you just have to break it down. I would prefer not to see a double shield comp coming out. I think that's just sort of cancerous, and I'd love to see this game. I think these two teams are better than that. I think we can rise above. I really want to see some beautiful window work coming out from Rocky Top, just trying to melt down shields with his Junkrat. I'm really, really interested to see how are you going to flank through the first gate? What are you going to do? That's the whole problem. It's one of the hardest chokes in the entire game. How do you get through there? Mm-hmm. Are we going to see a Pharah? I'd love to see a Pharah. I'd love to see a Doomfist. We're seeing the Doomfist symbols here, so maybe that's something to come. I also can see, jumping a Sombra or a Reaper in behind to just clean up an Orisa or whatever main tank is holding the choke.
Yeah, definitely. That choke point is the bane of the existence of a lot of teams, and I know just in my own personal experiences, it's kind of either you're going to clear out that first point like in your first or second push, or you're not going to get it until overtime. So we're going to see which of the two it's going to actually be here. Because I feel like it comes down to the wire for both sides. Point two, I can't make any bets on that because it's really hard to take point two on these maps. But point A, it's going to come down to the wire, I think, for both sides.
I think you're absolutely right.
But just getting some confirmation here to make sure that both sides are good to go. I've confirmed that Nacho Daddies are good, that I've swapped the correct Steam/Storm because, you got to do stuff to confuse me. But otherwise, yeah, should be exciting. I feel like you could definitely. I know we've played Winston to pretty great effect on point B in this one, and I feel like you could squeeze a Winston in there. I feel like he could be a good pick, depending on what the setup is. But I will be surprised if neither team actually tries the Bastion at some point, at least on the first point.
I think it's going to be. I think you're right. I think it's a choice of desperation. I think only when all else fails does the Bastion come out.
Yeah, pretty much. Or you're that far ahead that you want to kind of try and play with it in the first one. All right. Absolutely. So chat, as per usual, you will every time I cast, literally unplayable. What is this floor blizzard? Literally unplayable. I don't care if you can't access that area. Literally unplayable. Anyway. So, yeah, we're going to get our first look in just a couple of seconds here on what we're going to get from both sides. If memory serves, the Nacho Daddies are going to be on attack first here.
Okay.
I'm about to be shown if I am right or wrong, and I am correct. Nacho Daddies are attacking first and have selected one person. All right, so BB, the lone attacker, is going to try and take the point 1v6 here as Tracer. So while the Nacho Daddies take a minute...
Nacho Daddies, 100% sweep it.
There we go. Okay. So while the Nacho Daddies are kind of getting their stuff together, on the other side, very similar to what we've seen so far with the 2-2-2, Nifty back on the May, Rocky sticking with that consistent Junkrat, and then they have Daisy sticking on the Baptiste, who did a lot of really good work, got a lot of good picks and saves with the I-Field, and Birch onto Mercy. So 5 seconds left. We're slowly getting the picks here from the Nacho Daddies, just kind of squeezing it out to the end.
Are we seeing goats again? We are seeing goats again.
Goats, yep.
Coming out from Nacho Daddies.
It is a strong strategy, not as flashy as being able to throw a DPS in, but we'll see. But it is going to die to that Junkrat again, though. Rocky is going to be a consistent problem because they can't ever get to him with Goats. Goats doesn't have that mobility to get to a backline Junkrat that's just spamming grenades at you. Oh, great hook. That's going to kind of force the fight right there.
right
That
there.
hook is the go button. Volunteer getting a great charge onto Eldritch. Immortality Field. That's a hammer already. Are you kidding me?
Wow.
Great from Volunteer. Holy crap.
Incredible.
That is going to stop the fight right then and there. And Red's kind of trapped up there. The grenades are getting him, and he's down. That's a great stagger. I Need Healing is not playing around. Holy crap.
No, they are here to win it. I really love Daisy's position here. I find it really interesting how Baptiste and Widow end up benefiting from the same positions. I think this is a great spot. No one can get to him, and he can just mass heal everyone at this point. They're going to have to definitely take out their Daisy on Baptiste if Nacho Daddies want to get through this window. I think we may need to start seeing some switches here. Maybe Goats isn't the tactic right now, especially with that Junkrat.
We'll see. I mean, they're
maybe even
sticking
just
with
switching
it for now.
to a Sombra.
Oh, that was too far forward. Toe came out of line. Hammer comes down, but there's an Immortality
goes
Field.
down. The swing does not get anyone. Rocky top.
Tires going in. It's rolling around. Speed of sound. Going to get 2.
Oh, gets 2.
There we go. And this is another fight immediately flying into I Need Healing's favor. Ultimate's
I think
burned,
Nacho Daddies
but now
definitely need to make some switches now. They need to redecide. Oh.
And that DMAC is there's nowhere to suicide over there. That's gonna suck. So BB's kind of stuck as is unless she just switches, which I guess is a reasonable
I think
strat,
BB should switch to Sombra right now. That's my call.
Ult economy is right now in the favor of I Need Healing, and they have the May, and they're going to get both of their tank ultimates in just a few short seconds here. But I Need Healing is making the call to stick with Goats.
Okay.
Oh, look at that hook. Doesn't get anything,
Gets
but the Reinhardt's trapped right now.
Oh no! Oh, the Shatter comes out, gets Psycho.
But it doesn't matter. Here comes the Shatter in return.
Defensively.
Oh, here comes the Diva Bomb. It just gets the I field, but they're backcapping right now with that Moira. And okay, I Need Healing is going to catch a great hook there. It's dead.
We'll go down immediately.
Doesn't even get one tick. Great pick from Psycho Mantis to stop that. Yeah, Nacho Daddies needs to change something. This is clearly not working. You're down to a minute right now, and ult economy is slightly more balanced now than it was a few seconds ago, but still, like, I don't know, man. If they all had ults, I could maybe say not switch, but oh man, look at that around the corner hook there from Psycho. Getting a little aggressive right now, Volunteer. Oh, that wall is going to save him though. That's going to put a stop to this right then. Okay, so they're going in with the Lucio and the Brigitte ult.
Rally.
All right, Hammer comes down, gets two in the back there. Going to split the team off. Eldritch is dead.
Will go down. Is that enough to get the point? We have 3 on point right now.
That's 1 tick, so that's something. It's better than 0, but this is still in the favor of I Need Healing pretty hard here.
Jay Bailey does fall to another
Rocky
hook.
gets killed by, or Bob Ross gets killed by Rocky.
Oh no, still alive. Frozen.
Psycho gets another. Yep, there we go. Now here they all come falling down. Frozen and dead. Oof. BB's gonna suicide there.
BB suicides.
So here you go.
Switching to the Sombra. A little late, but I like it.
13 seconds left. It's not gonna matter, man. Like I don't believe that's gonna change anything. Yeah.
Unless it's a god tier Sinatra EMP.
But the other thing is that was there. Oh, that wall is gonna stop it right there. That wall ends
Riptire coming in behind. Oh, gets 2 to clean it up.
Like
wow.
The other thing is that
beautiful hold.
It was Steam Bullocks was playing their Brain Fart was playing their Lucio, so they didn't even have the speed boost at that point. I think, like you said, BB or anybody else really should have switched to the Lucio at that point.
I think so. I think they needed to do something, and even with Goats, even though the mentality is bang your head against the wall, I think they were banging too hard.
Yeah, I would agree with that. That was they needed to make changes, is what it comes down to. Like they played well, but they needed to change something, anything at that point.
That, unfortunately, I think was just a compositional loss.
Yeah, even if you switch to the Winston, just so that you have somebody hopping through the window to draw like everybody's eyes for a minute, like.
Or I'd love a Symmetra. I think a Symmetra through the window, jump up, take the high ground, and then jump.
Or you could have even done like a cheese strat.
Well.
You knew that they had the May, so why not run like a cheese strategy where you set the teleporter up, you put a wall in front of it so that you know you can safely teleport, and then just hop onto point and then brawl it out, like something like that even.
I think that's absolutely right. You know, I always tell my teams, I don't care how we win, I just want to win.
Yeah, exactly. So we see I Need Healing starting with their trademark initial, we're going to go 6 healers because we're team I Need Healing. It'll be interesting to see what they switch to. Baptiste,
Volunteer
reminding the
coming.
world to
Oh,
thank him.
okay. We're seeing the memes again from I Need Healing.
But of course,
6
yep.
supports. Perfect.
So, all right, here we go. So now they're
We are
switching to
seeing
their
Steambox
actual.
stay on
Oh
the
Lord, here comes that
Sombra.
Bastion. Bastion is now they have a Bastion on attack, and the Symmetra. They're going to go for the creep. They're going for the quantum creep.
They are. It's going to happen.
And nobody's there to
they see it
contest
and they
them.
back up. They know
Like
exactly
they're
what's going
on
to happen.
point, but like you could
They give
just
it to him.
teleport.
Ooh, Ryan gets hacked.
Like you can just go left. Like there's nobody there to really fight him.
Yep. Just
And,
take the
okay,
space. Ooh, and
dead.
Sombra goes down to
So
Nifty.
we have
Ooh.
trading for DPSs there, Bastion, but the Bastion's getting rezzed. So you're down a body, and the attackers have the advantage in that case right now. Bastion set up and just pecking an Eldritch. And he's going to go down.
No, and Ryan goes
there goes
down.
Red.
Eldritch
Yep.
and Red, I think this is
It's
it.
over. I
Did
need
they
healing's
just
got
take
it
this
right there.
immediately?
They did. Yep, first push.
The
That's
Res
all
comes
it took.
out. J Bailey back, but just gets slammed against the wall.
Here comes the Sombra, but like Sombra ain't going to be much here. Sombra can't even get to the point. Volunteer is too far on him. Oh, okay, gets the teleport
Gets in,
in.
but that turret is just going to melt her.
It's over. Yeah, that exact
Wow.
strategy that I just said that
Yep,
Nacho
there
Daddy
we
should
go.
have done, like, is exactly how I Need Healing wins.
That's how you do
Oh,
it.
jeez. That was brutal, man.
Uh,
Nifty on the
Nifty
Doomfist is
Chipmunk
going to
with
be
the
the one that gets it.
Doomfist. With the new Doomfist highlight.
Getting that
Very well
elbow
done.
drop
Someone bought
there.
Loot boxes.
Right? There we go. Oh, right through the crowd there. That never feels
That
good
was
to be on the
unlucky.
receiving end. And then just helps out. Yep, there we go.
Wow, I Need
And so-
Healing crushing right now. They're definitely a force to be reckoned with.
No kidding. They are coming out swinging pretty hard here. So, to make a mention of it, for those who aren't familiar, we operate very similar to the Overwatch League in that every map win matters. So we're not done here. We're playing Hollywood, and this next map win is even more important than the first two because you don't want to go out on that 0-3. Like, then granted, that would make it so that every single match this week was an 0-3, which is hilarious, but... you don't want to go out on that. You want to take something back, and that one win puts you above, like, what, 3 other teams at that point? Like, it is so instrumental for Nacho Daddies to take a win here. But, yeah, so what did you think about that one? What did you think of... I mean, I'd say Nacho Daddies, but I think we both have kind of vented our concerns there. I Need Healing, though. On their defense, what do you think was, like, the X factor there? Why were they able to hold it as hard as they did?
I think it comes down to, I mean, they had a great positioning from Daisy 2 with the Baptiste on the high ground there. He's just completely unreachable. You need so much mobilities and to burn so many cooldowns just to get to him, let alone send him back to spawn. So I think that was a great positioning decision. Psycho Mantis has been crushing it with the hooks. They're just, I mean, it's like a sniper. It's unreal. So super impressed with that. Also building that alt charge super quickly. I mean, those whole hogs that have been coming out have been exquisite every step of the way.
If you want to talk about
Really
alt charge,
impressive.
Volunteer getting it in the first 30 seconds, though.
Oh, yes, that's right. I completely forgot.
I'm going to have to review it, but my guess is what happened there is when he threw that Flame Slash, Nacho Daddies wasn't ready for it, and he probably got half of his ult right there. Because
He
I pulled
probably
that
hit
before.
the entire team.
And it just buffs your ult so very quickly. Not to mention, and just a little bit of brawling after that, and boom, 30 seconds into the match, you have an ult, and Nacho Daddies is not ready for that ult.
No. What is it? You get 9%, 13% per hit of Fire Strike? Is that what it is?
Oh
I forget
Lord,
the
I
numbers.
think it's like between 7 and 9, something like that. But
I think it's like 9% per character hit by Fire Strike.
correct.
So he must have jumped like 30% in one move.
Easily.
Huge.
Yeah, that's very doable. If you catch a team that is running right out the gate, like Nacho Daddies assumedly was, that'll do it. The other thing that I really liked about I Need Healing on defense there was I was very impressed by their ability to rotate the walls between Reinhardt and the Mei. Just the Mei having them like waiting until Ryan was weak, or they had a pick, or they knew they were about to get steamrolled, wall goes up. And that is... It feels so bad to attack into that on Hanamura, but very well done by Nifty to be able to put those walls up and get the key freezes.
I think you're absolutely right, and I think this speaks to what we spoke about earlier on in the sort of like pre-match, in that that I Need Healing really has a really words. Sorry, pardon me.
I feel you.
has a lot of teamwork, and I think they're listening to each other, they're communicating really well, and I think with that Reinhardt May synergy, I think that's really shining through.
Hmm.
And I would love to see Nacho Daddies take a page out of that book, come back, and win this map. That's what I would love to see.
Agreed. But it's, I mean, and I need healing again. Like I had said, when you're that far ahead, you can afford to try and do like the silly like quantum creep style strategies, or exactly what they did. Where obviously Nacho Daddies were on the point, so they were kind of back to catch if they did the immediate teleport. But I need healing's just like, oh, so there's nobody on the left, is what you're saying, and they all just scooted off to the left, and that was all it took.
You got to watch those flanks every step of the way. I personally I find Hanamura to be one of the most difficult maps to play, second to Paris. Nobody likes Paris, but
I like
I
Paris,
think
sort of.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's just new, and I don't know what to do with it yet.
Yeah.
But you do. I mean, if you don't watch that coast, they sit there, and once they take that back path, they have a mini and a mega health pack to keep their players alive. It's really hard to deal with once you get that attacking team back behind the point. They also have the high ground there. You really can't let them take any part.
I reversed that. I didn't need to reverse that. So yeah, I agree. Sorry, I'm also doing
You're
swaps really
fine.
quick
You're
here at the
fine.
same time.
You're doing all the technical stuff. I'm just sitting here looking pretty, staring at a TV screen.
Yeah, right. Cool. Okay. So I need healing is not going to be swapping in Mango. They are sticking as is. We swapped out Jay Bailey for Stormflower on the Nacho Daddies now. Nacho healing. Good lord.
Nacho. That's
Oh my god,
nacho
I put
healing.
Nacho healing. I
Uh-huh.
apologize, chat. I thank you for catching my mistakes as you often do, and never let me live down. So I may have accidentally spoiled the season 2 finale where Nacho Daddies and I Need Healing combined, and I apologize to all the fans for spoiling that, but you needed to know. You deserve to know the truth. Nacho healing.
It's a team that cannot be defeated.
See,
Nacho
so
healing.
that's what we need to do now is kind of like a preseason scrim is we need to start mixing teams and just do like 3-3 from different teams and hold like a little miniature tournament. That would be freaking hilarious. But anyway, so I'll confirm that the teams are ready to go, and then we will go ahead and get rolling. We will roll into map number 3. So Hollywood. If there was ever going to be a map where somebody was going to bring out a Bastion strat, this is it.
Absolutely. Do you think we're going to see Symmetra again?
See, Symmetra, I don't think is it's. I mean, if the Bastion's on attack, yes. If the Bastion's on defense, honestly, no. I feel like if you're going to pick a troll pick to go with the Bastion, it's going to be Torbjorn. I
Okay.
that So in the strategy that I've described before is that you put the Torb turret right behind the Bastion, so if they do have a Sombra, there's at least that potential chance that they're just throwing the hack hand out there and they hit the turret instead of the Bastion. Or the turret just kills them when they uncloak.
Absolutely.
But that's, troll strats from yours truly.
We have seen the Nacho Daddies stick with their. Previously, we've seen them run, if I remember correctly, it was a Rhine, Zarya, Junkrat, Hanzo, Moira, Lucio. I believe we've seen them
Sounds
run
right.
that. And in their previous match that I watched earlier today, really, really great Grav Dragons. Beautiful communication between their tanks and their DPS. In the end, though, like I've talked about, they just did not have the Junkrat come back around, take out the Zenyatta, shut down the Trance, and then take the point. And so that's this game. I want to see Nacho Daddies take out the supports and crush face.
Most definitely. Here we are. I mean, this is do or die for the Nacho Daddies. They need to take a win here. If they manage to walk away with a single win, then they are, above the other three teams that are 0-3. So this is crucial for them now and potentially later in the season for them to take this map. But so we will see. So this time we have the opposite setup. I flipped everybody around. We have team I Need Healing that's going to be attacking first, and we have the Nacho Daddies on defense first. No boats for me to curse at here. I and I haven't discovered any literally unplayable terrain. We may have to fix that. But I digress. Oh, there's a cool Lucio poster up here.
All right, we're seeing Rocky. We're seeing.
We're not going to
the
get
six
anything out of them.
again. Being cheeky, perfect. Thank you so much.
On the other
don't
side,
let us talk about anything.
We
Love
do have
that.
the setup of a bunker comp there, just from the looks of it with the Bastion, the Baptiste. I am a little surprised to
Damage
see a
boost is-
Sombra there, though. That one kind of confuses me, but I don't know.
I'm not sure. I mean, maybe there's some like 4-5 head strategy here that I'm not aware of. You know what? I bet this is just a scout. I bet she put down her translocator back in spawn and is just running to scout and is going to teleport back and swap.
That's a risky
that's what it
move
is.
if that's the case.
It is
Well,
a
we'll
risky
see.
move, but this is the time for risk. This is do or die right here.
I suppose, but maybe this is the X factor. Ooh, they're running. I Need Healing is using Far Mercy, so we finally get the Pharaoh we were kind of expecting for this. Bastion can do well if he's protected into that, but
Okay,
you get
it
some
is not. I
damage
was
boost
wrong.
on
It is not a scout Sombra.
yeah.
Hanging out on the high ground.
yeah.
Just if she can hack the Pharaoh though, that would be huge.
Oh, they switch off the Mercy. Stormflower's on Anna. I missed that. Okay. So the bullets are coming down
Someone
here,
does
but
teleport away.
they have now the Nacho Daddies are having their focus kind of split here, and there we go. Psycho Mantis with the kill. With the Pharmacy on one side kind of taking shots on the left, and then the rest of the team on the right. Bastion, unfortunately,
Shatter
cannot shoot in
comes
two
out.
places at once. Oh, wow, what? Holy
Oh no,
crap.
slept. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
sorry. It was
I was
asleep.
gonna say,
it just, I saw
geez,
people
another
fall
one?
down. I was like, oh my god, how?
Yeah, but it
Already
looks
a
like
tick.
I Need Healing has got this. That's pretty close to a wipe. So right now,
They're going to have to
Nacho
make some
Daddies are gonna
swaps
need to
with
figure
do
something out.
something to
Yep.
take care of this Pharah. Nifty is just too much of a sniper with all projectile characters apparently.
Right. So we see switches now. We have BB switching over to the Mercy, and we have Bob Ross onto Hanzo, who he is, in case I need to say it, that is Senya McFluff on a different account right now.
Okay.
So, and he is a good Hanzo. I know that for a fact. So I'm kind of surprised this is the first we're seeing of it. But we see Rocky up on the high ground just kind of pelting grenades, and that's giving the I Need Healing a lot of free progress here. Guys, don't C9. Guys. Team, get on the payload. Guys. Okay, so eventually getting to the payload. But grenades
Steve
and
was trying
rockets
to mess with the
and
Pharaoh there for a moment, just trying to keep the high ground, just keep her
Rocky
occupied.
gets a pick. Oop, that's going to be two
Ooh.
down, though. Charge is going to get a kill down onto Red
Psycho
there.
Mantis almost melted there. Everyone is so split up right now.
But this
Wow.
is... Oh. This is, again, feeling like I Need Healing's win here.
I need healing. Yeah, I think they split Nacho Daddies in half and then divided and conquered.
Man, I need to play against Volunteer some more. He looks like he's an excellent Reinhardt. But, oh, there was a hog that was ulting in there, gets put to sleep, and it
Ooh.
dies for it. Bit of
Eldrick
a risky
alone.
move there. Oh, here comes the grenades.
Gets
Nifty's going to pick out
missiled
Eldritch.
down. Regichrome's discorded and
A little early on the charge there. Nobody's on the payload. Okay, there we go. And
Transcendence comes out.
the Sombra realizing that she needs to decloak to be able to stop the payload, but yeah, it was a good
Not in
effort,
time.
but not quite enough, yeah.
Did you see what the trance was in response to? I missed that. I'm having a hard time with angles.
I didn't see anything specific in that area because I was kind of watching the Sombra. I just kind of assume it was one of those times where either it's a fat finger or there was just a lot of damage coming in and they didn't want to lose their
Okay.
push.
Well, it worked for him no matter what. Oh,
Bob
Bob
Ross
Ross
getting a
does
pick
pick
to
off
start.
Chipmunk.
So, and the res is going to come through, but that's pretty good. Volunteer getting hacked. Oh, so now Eldritch is boosted, is going to get
Nano Shatter.
poor
Rocky Top
Rocky.
is going to go down.
Rip Rocky.
Gets melted.
And we might
Volunteer
finally
is
be
low
getting
with
a
no
hold
healing
here.
on him. He should
Eldritch
drop.
goes down, though.
There we go.
Gets
Eldritch
rezzed.
gets rezzed.
So we finally have a bit of a hold. Oh, never mind. Once again, the Nacho Daddies are getting forced back. Hack comes in. And
Volunteer
there we go.
slept and destroyed.
It was a great pick. Rocky's going in with the tire.
Rocky Top.
Gets both
Oh,
of the tanks.
Both
That's
tanks.
free progress for days right there. So I don't know what
They're
Steam
going to
Bullocks
res
is
Volunteer,
waiting
and that
for
is a
right now.
difficult
Like,
position to be in.
right now,
I'm
this
sorry, say that again?
the Sombra. I don't know what they're waiting for. They need to do something, because right now they've just been holding ult and running around in the back. That Sombra needs to be much more active.
She needs to get in there right now.
Okay.
Hacks the Rhine.
So you get no
Is
shield,
it enough
but
pressure?
Oh, good pick by Bob Ross there. All right, Bob Ross and Stormflower getting a couple picks.
Okay. The charge. Will
They can
Volunteer
pick
stay
up.
alive?
They need to kill both of these things for the stagger, right? There's at least one. I guess that's good enough here. They need to regroup. They don't want to chase this and risk anything.
No, I don't think it's worth it. Oh, but
does
they do
get
pick
resting
up
Birch
resting.
Face. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Just they can't really afford any risky business, is what it comes down to.
No, Fair's going to have to back off and wait for Mercy.
All right, so here we go. So now we have I need healing. Ult economy is a lot of people have ults. It looks like we've got 4 on both sides, but Nacho Daddies almost has all 6 here. They're going to have 5 at the start of this. So it's going to be Ultapalooza. It's just a matter of who's going to pull the trigger first.
Ooh, a huge fire strike.
Good sleep on a Rocky.
That hit about 4 people.
Is.
Ooh, Psycho Mantis coming in, flanking, tries to pick up Stormflower, doesn't
Hammer
get
gets
it. The
nothing.
Shatter gets blocked. Grab comes out with the missiles in defense.
Everything.
Oh my god, it was
That's
almost
a lot
everything.
of stuff, but they're getting progress here. Okay.
The Dragons does pick up 2.
Ooh, Psycho and Rocky kind of going to town in the back there, not quite letting it up. Birchface is going to get a res.
In the corner, and Zen takes her out.
All right.
Daisy 2 is so low, but ends up getting picked up.
Right now, I think I Need Healing can end this right now if they just push up a little bit. Because you see Psycho Mantis still on the other side of the RV here. Hammer goes down, gets none. That was
all right, there's
bad
the EMP.
timing. Bad timing. They were
little
trying
late,
to EMP
maybe, but...
Shatter. Yeah, that was not good timing from them. It looks like Healing is going to get this. Tyre is going to seal this up
just to
pretty
clean
good.
the point, picks it up, and that's going to be the win.
Yeah.
I think we just needed to see Nachos stick together. I think we're seeing too many cooks in the kitchen right now, and I want to see them making really intelligent picks. I think the Hanzo was a great idea to deal with the Pharah. McFluff is doing, or Bob Ross is doing a great job of taking her out, focusing her down. But I want to see them stick together. They kept getting split up, and I think they can win this. I think they can come back. And I think we can go into extra rounds.
I think so too, and you know, I see this problem with Sombras a lot, where you're just holding your ultimate, you're waiting for that absolutely perfect situation, but that's probably not going to happen. I mean, even if you have really great coordination, like sometimes you got to take those 2-man or 3-man EMPs rather than waiting for a whole team EMP. That's just not going to happen.
Right. You don't need a 6-man EMP to get full value out of it. Sometimes just getting that one Reinhardt to drop his shield for 6 seconds, it's enough to turn the battle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, and granted, to be fair, Steam Bullocks was doing a good job at hacking the Rhine and keeping the Rhine shield down. I won't argue that at all, but again, I feel like there was plenty of moments where they could have gotten, 2, 3, or 4, and then just a little bit of coordination with the Reinhardt or anybody, I don't know. I'm not in the game, and it's hard to say how the comms are going and everything, but I just feel like you could have gotten more out of the Sombra or chose something else. But Steam Bullocks is sticking to the Sombra.
Okay, sticking on Sombra. We're going to see about identical comps here again.
Couple of minor changes for either side, but yeah, pretty darn close. Bob Ross getting the first blood, though, on a Nifty, forcing Nifty to be rezzed. And it looks like, that's a hack onto the Reinhardt. So what you would want from that, you see Eldritch just getting super aggressive there. I feel is going to stop that until it's blown up. Bob Ross getting a pick, but Red's going to get charged down by Volunteer. So here we go. Picks are coming through really quickly.
Eldritch is going to have Shatter before Volunteer.
They need to. Okay, there we go. They got the Mercy, and that is it. Pretty close to a team wipe, and that is going to do it.
Okay.
So good aggression
really good
from
hack
Nacho
from Steam
Daddies.
Bollocks.
I
maybe that was their
appreciate
idea, is they need to focus on Psycho Mantis, keep that hook and the take a breather down.
And you know what? I guess it was just kind of hacking the Reinhardt. The Nacho Daddies knew that was kind of the go button. Like they took that and they're like, all right, Eldritch, you saw, rammed it right down his throat and just went straight for it. So here we go. Nacho Daddies finally
Right, here we go.
getting some good progress. Ooh, Stormflower getting an early pick on a Daisy. Come on, guys. Don't be like I need healing.
Clearing out
Get
a
on
little bit
there.
of the right path so that Sombra can flank around behind. She is going to come back in.
Bob Ross getting another
No,
pick on a
not going to
Nifty.
flank her.
And then blows up to Rocky. BB's going to res Bob Ross. Oop, good hook from above.
EMP
See,
comes
that's what I
out.
mean. There it
With
is.
the
There's
shatter.
the coordination.
There we go.
Charge him out. You got to charge him out of
They
that
need to
field.
focus down the lamp.
Yeah, okay, charging back, fair enough, that worked. Wasn't clean,
Oh,
but
the counter
there's
shatter.
two, and that's going to protect it.
The trance is just enough.
Yep. Here comes,
They need to
we
focus down
have
Psychomantis.
in the back, but he's not going to get anything done. Trance is still going, he's dead. Nacho
Done.
Daddies with new life here is just shoving
Wow.
up. Their coordination is just suddenly now completely on point. Daisy was
Really,
kind of
really
alone
great.
there, got picked up. Steamboat's getting a pick on a Rocky. It's just trickling in now from I Need Healing. Oh, they need to pick that healer. That healer needs to go down right now. Come on. Nope. Okay.
They need to take care of this Hanzo. Steamboat is
gonna
trying
get
to
away.
force Chipmunk off the point. There we go,
Eldritch
and
is
Eldrick
gonna
will pick it up.
Chipmunk, Yep.
There we go.
Non-stop.
Really excellent take on the second point. Really, really good job here from Nacho Daddy.
They're doing fantastic. I'm not sure what spurned the life back into them, but they are ripping apart the team I Need Healing right now.
It seemed like they're starting to focus down Psychomantis, and we are seeing Psychomantis staying on with the Zarya.
Yeah, interesting to see them off of the Roadhog, but I guess, yeah, they just, with the hack, you're right, Roadhog is just a 600 health body of meat without his abilities, so I suppose I could see the logic in getting a Zarya, being able to maybe throw a bubble out there first, but we'll see.
But here we go. Steambox has EMP again.
Here comes Dragons right
Ooh,
on a
the
point.
Dragons is huge.
It's not going to be enough, but we
but
see
doesn't get
Volunteer
enough.
trying to take
I thought
advantage.
they were done for sure. I thought
Yep.
Eldrick was going to die.
Okay, barrier down for the Nacho Daddies. Oh, look at that six-man hack, spectacular.
Six-man hack, wow.
There we go, and they're pushing in on that.
BB coming in, Battle Mercy. Love
There we
that.
go. That's 4 picks right there. They need to shove
Eldritch swing
this
away,
up.
charges,
There it is. Look at
gets
that.
Daisy.
Nacho
Cleaning
Daddies.
it up
Where was
right now.
this?
What a
Where
play!
was this?
What a play! Yes.
Here comes a Junkrat tire.
That was so good.
They got it, though. Where was this
A little
energy?
cheeky rip tire at the end, but man,
That was ridiculous.
That was. I think that's what we wanted to see in the previous game. It was. I'm not sure what the disconnect was, but man, they are on it now. They are
Holy
mainlining
crap.
it. This is so good. I cannot wait for the extra innings.
That was insane. Are you serious? Like, what the hell? I'm flabbergasted. I don't have the words to describe the nonsense that just occurred. A 6-man hack and just the coordination to all the other ults to go in. Like, again, where was this energy? Where was this coordination? We needed this the whole time.
But now that they are on, I think they can take this map. If they can
agree.
keep up this momentum, oh man, this is exciting.
So I Need Healing finally pushed. Like they've been bullying the Nacho Daddies, but they said enough and pushed them off. Like we need to see that. We need to see this. Like, it is better late than never. We need Nacho Daddies to keep this going. They need to ride the momentum shift. They've got to be super psyched right now. They need to roll with that.
Chat, can we get some claps for the Nacho Daddies? Can we get some
Right.
claps right now? I'm stoked right now.
I mean, hell, if there's have you been hacked or something like that, Jesus, that clearly Steamboat has just been like baiting us the whole time, like, you know, oh, why aren't you using it? Why aren't you using it? And he's just like, wait, hold my beer, let me show you. Like,
Let me go
crap.
hack everyone. I'm in.
There's some claps. All right, so here we go. So we see a McCree now. That's a new one. So we have Nifty Chipmunk switching over to the McCree. That'll be interesting. Oh, and
but
he's
goes
dead.
down immediately.
And Caster Curse
Ooh,
immediately
gets
kills him. All right, so Caster Curse is very
Volunteer
dangerous,
attack.
kids. Bob Ross gets a pick on a Daisy, though, so I think you have to stop. Like, you don't really want to push in without your whole team here. You have spawn
No, they need
advantage
to
at
heal
that.
Nifty Chipmunk up.
Oh, and unfortunately, Steambollocks is going to get a little too ballsy, gets hit by the flashbang, and dies. So that's pretty bad, and that is an unresable position. So we see now I Need Healing is pushing up.
Volunteer Eldrick swinging
Volunteer's
it out.
alone. They
Ooh.
left him to die, and the eye field didn't get there in
just
time.
a moment too late on the lamp.
Yep.
Can Psychomantis hold this long enough for him to come back? The res does come out on
So
Volunteer.
reses, both
That
sides
must
getting
have
the
been
res
up.
here, so both Ryans are back up. Good hook, though. They're already down to a minute. So
That Zarya's big, though. Red Draconum has really
Yep.
got that laser burning.
he's got the melt going. Rocky's
him with that
uncontested in
shield.
the high ground, though. There we go. Dragons are going to come in. It's going to split the team up. The I feel is going to make it doesn't matter. And we're going to get the Zenyatta ultimate as well.
I think
you need to push in on this. If you're going to use the trans, we need to go. High noon from Nifty just to kind of polish it off.
Gets BB. Regicronum goes down. Psychomantis ult.
You just need to jump on point and delay if you're going to be out there. Like, come on, get on point.
Nope, going for
it. Okay, Steambullocks is going to get out. 20 seconds left, though, so this is going to be overtime going forward now. But
right.
and you know what? They used all of their ults. I need healing needed to use everything to ensure that they got that, so I respect it.
We're about to see Grav, EMP, they have Shatter. I don't know.
Bob Ross getting a pick immediately, but then dies to Rocky, so 1 for 1. Nacho Daddies need to get on the point. They're giving away so much free progress right now. They need to group up and get there.
They're in overtime.
Like this is
Full
do or
count,
die.
Bases loaded. Come on.
Like they're just backing up and giving ground. Like you need to force something here.
You have all the ults. You can't give them any. Like, now they've already Rocky Top has.
They're already halfway through here. Like
they're gonna have Shatter.
Nacho Daddies is being so. Okay, there it is.
Oh,
Another
the big
6-man. Everyone's down. 4 people shattered.
Volunteer gets charged and melted. That's 2.
There
3,
it is.
4,
That's all of it.
And there
it's
we
just,
go. We
it
just
was
need
again
to be more
a
patient.
6-man.
Apparently,
but
we're
holy
not
crap.
patient enough.
No kidding. Team White.
All right. Respect. All right, I give it.
I think Steambullocks must have felt me kind of trashing them, and they're just like, oh, let me show you some things. Let me show you how I play this hero. Like, that was another 6-man into a 4-man Shatter and just...
Unreal.
Oh, my God. This is insane. I mean, I get...
Steambullocks is doing crazy work right now.
I get why that worked in that... Like, the first time when it happened the first time when they were on defense, it... You know, that was, good positioning, but whatever have you. This one, though... The I Need Healing needs to be grouped up, so Sombra does work into that because you know that 5 or 6 of them are all going to be together at any given moment. So, good God.
We've seen Volunteer switch out to Orisa.
Ooh, that's different. Okay. And Nifty going to the Bastion, so they're going to try and bunker it, but unless Rocky's going to bring out... Yeah, I didn't think so. I was going to say, I feel like you really want a Baptiste for this? Like, I don't know. Or even a Zarya... I know Psychomantis is a god-tier Roadhog, don't get me wrong, but I don't know. I feel like this is going to fall apart the same way, though.
It works. Unless you're going pulled pork. I mean, pulled pork with the Bastion does work.
Mm-hmm. We'll see. I mean, there's not a fair at a contest like there was from I Need Healing, so we'll see. Steambullocks, though, I'm continuing to stick on the Sombra. We'll see. We'll see if it's going to be enough.
It's been working. Why not?
So 4 minutes here. They have 4 minutes to get up to that point. And pass it by 0.01 meters.
That is a lot of time.
So we see Invisible Sombra kind of
come back around behind.
Yep, that's good. A good play. So they've got to know this Bastion
and hack
is
the
here.
Bastion. She's just going to wait and hack the Bastion.
Yep. Just kind of biding their time.
Will they notice? Just waiting, hanging out, so patient. So patient. Oh my gosh.
More patience than I got. And then they've got... Ooh, well, that's not good. What is happening?
Do we have a disconnect? Oh no.
This is the worst possible time for that.
Psychomantis, no.
Oh my God.
Oh gosh.
And everything's kind of falling apart for I Need Healing now.
Can we pause? Is that an option?
Not in a game like this, unfortunately. So.
Okay.
And unfortunately, I don't have the ability to invite back. It's crap.
Okay, and that's going to clean it up. That's... Boy, well, talk about a hack. That's a huge hack.
Right? Man, that's... I didn't think we allowed DDoS. Okay, there we go. Psychomantis has reconnected.
Okay.
So
okay, excellent.
Hopefully
that's good. Just a
temporary hiccup. So, sorry, I completely lost focus on that game because of that. So here we go. So now we have...
Did lose all of that ult charge, though. That's another little thing that we have to worry about.
Nifty got a little too ballsy there with that.
Gets melted.
So Psycho now onto Wrecking Ball.
Swinging away.
Oh, big old hammer come down.
Going down. Gets the
at least
huge
one.
Shatter.
It's just the Zenyatta just chugging along. So Wrecking Ball here.
This is chaos now.
Yes, I am right here. Thank you.
And it gets cleaned up.
I mean, it's just the Wrecking Ball. It's just Psycho right now. Gonna have to do everything he can, and it's gonna force an ult.
EMP just to slow him down.
Yep.
Bastion does fall. BB reses
Volunteer
Bob
needs to get there, and that is it.
And that's game.
And Nacho Daddies are going to bring it back with one map win here.
Excellent. Well, really well thought. I wish that it hadn't been aided by a disconnect.
Huntier. Oh, never mind. Lost side Steambullocks. Oh my god, of course. Let's see, it was the second six-man. Oh my god. This was in the aftermath, just playing cleanup duty after all of that hackage. Like, oh my god. That was insane.
How did that get missed? 44 enemies hacked. Wow.
That's pretty wild. Well, I can tell you where 12 of them came from. Goodness, that was wild.
Really impressive. I have to say, nonetheless, despite the unfortunate disconnect, I think that was an incredible battle. That was probably the most Hollywood was the most exciting map in this run. Really impressed with both teams. I love how I love the Sombra changes and how they I love how Nacho Daddies really came correct, really decided to work together and be that and having Sombra as the tip of the spear to really focus everyone down. The patience from Steambullocks to like just wait it out and hold on. I'm gonna pick my moment and be surgical. I love that mentality.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, I give Sombras a lot of crap because of situations like we saw for the greater portion of Hollywood, but once oh my god, once they got into the swing, I mean Steambullocks just, good lord. That was pretty
if we
wild.
Can, we are having some calls in the chat for an interview.
So what we will be doing is the winning team's captain, so in this case Rocky, will be called in for an interview for this. But whew, man. So I will go ahead and invite Rocky to the party here. And then I don't recall off the top of my head who their assistant captain is. I don't remember I think it's Birch, but either way, I'll have Rocky invite their assistant captain as well, so we can kind of interview both of them at the same time and kind of get both of their takes here on this ridiculous situation that just occurred. Wait, so Rocky, I'm inviting Rocky because they took the 2 games. And actually, we could probably invite Red as well because they did take a game off. So, but either way,
I think that'd be great. I think we'd love to hear from both teams.
So then there's this guy. What's up, Rocky?
How's it going, guys?
It is going pretty good. So first things first, congratulations on your guys taking the 2-1 win over the Nacho Daddies here today. So tell me about it. What was the mentality going through those wins that you had?
Push back, and yeah, it kind of worked out for us. I think we had a good plan coming in, and I think everybody kind of stuck to it. Hollywood, we got a little bit scattered and staggered, and they were able to kind of push us there. I think we'd like to play that one again, but we don't get that chance till
Welcome
later.
to you,
we can't hear
well,
Rocky. We may need to. Someone's saying
Rocky.
they can't hear Rocky.
Already just said she can hear him now.
Okay. There we go. We're good. But so yeah, that was great games from both of you. You guys came out swinging. You let one of the sections in the map go on Busan, and then it was just kind of a steamroll up until Hollywood. So for those wins, like what was the driving factor for you winning on Busan and Hanamura?
What do you think, Birch?
I would absolutely say callouts. We, for sure, just communication. We kept going exactly where we were saying we were going to go. We were focusing the same thing. So I think it was just a matter of communication.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is a pretty big part in a game like this.
Yeah, gameplay-wise, we wanted to just throw as much as we could at them up front on the shield and try to get it down as quickly as we could with Eldritch, and then see what happened after that. And I think Hanamura, when we blitzed, I think that was probably the best example of being able to come straight at him. But yeah,
most definitely.
I agree with
yeah.
Birch.
So, what do you think, General? Any questions?
I'm sitting here mulling it over. It was just I'm sort of blown away. Like I think this is such a good set of match and such a great matchup. It seems really fair. I'm so sorry about the Psycho Mantis disconnect. That was unfortunate to say the I don't know if I have any questions. I'm just like, congratulations, you guys. Like, that was a great fight. I'm super impressed, and I can't wait to see what you guys do next. I love your teamwork. I love your communication. It really showed, especially on Hanamura. And congratulations.
Thanks. How about that Baptiste play and that Rhino up front? Man,
I was going to
How
say
about
your
that?
guys' Daisy on Baptiste was spectacular. That is exactly what you'd want to see in a Baptiste, like being able to throw the saving. She had a lot of great shots, as well as being able to get the immortality fields down in important places. That was instrumental, I think. One thing I did want to pick your brain on was goats. We saw it come out from the Nacho Daddies. So, did you guys have a particular strategy ready for goats, or was it just kind of like, oh well, our strategy already kind of works against it?
I think at least my thinking was we thought our strategy would already kind of work with it. The Reaper did not. So when I switched to Junkrat, which I'm way better at, and a lot more time into.
Fair enough.
So that seemed to help a lot more. Yeah, I think at that point when we did a couple switches on, I think it was mech base. I think that's where things maybe started to change for us a little bit.
Okay, fair enough. So there, and for the most part, your guys' strategy remained largely unchanged. I mean, other than throwing the Bastion in there. So, do you think that kind of the 2-2-2 is going to be the dominant format, going forward? Maybe not just for you guys, but for other people, or do you think we're going to see a resurgence of goats?
Birch?
I personally, I don't think we're gonna see a resurgence of goats from us.
Okay.
Not even really in the league. It might be kind of for certain areas, but I don't think we're going to be seeing it from us at least. I think 222 works for us. We have some other strats in our back pocket, but
Of course.
that's our usual go-to.
Yeah, I think the May
enough.
helped with that, being able to split them up and freeze, slow them down a little bit
absolutely.
on that. So, and then we had the bird we brought in, that kind of did some damage there too from afar. And
Yeah, they didn't really
Yeah.
have an answer to that before they switched to the Hanzo, so I think I agree that was an excellent pick by you guys.
Right.
thanks. Nifty ran it well.
Yep, most definitely.
So
Okay.
we had a lot of new people tonight. So there was only 3 of us that played last season. So big games from all of them. So it was good to get them out. And Mango, was obviously there as well. It was a lot of fun. It was good to kind of come back together.
And that's
That was
what we're
definitely
shooting for is fun. Not just the bloodlust of dominating an opponent, but also the fun.
Absolutely.
But yeah, so once again, congratulations, you guys. Epic series and putting yourselves, on the board with that 2-1 win.
Yeah, it was
Thank
good. Good start off with the Nacho Daddies. They gave us hell. So it was a
Most
great game.
definitely. Yeah, and we can't
A
sleep
lot
on the
of
Nacho
spraying.
Daddies. But all right. Well, and with that, you guys have a good evening. And thank you so much for jumping in for the interview. But okay, so I think if Red's still online, we can try and pull him in as well to kind of get his thoughts on this. Go ahead and invite Drake Honum. There we go. But yeah, you can tell that they're pretty psyched about their win, and I don't
They're
blame
super
them.
psyched. Absolutely.
That was knockdown drag out up until the very end there. So I give them a lot of credit for holding on, and it's even without the DC, they were playing pretty far back, having they had like less than the 2 minutes to just get what they could, and then with that sudden resurgence of the Nacho Daddies, like just coming back with all 4 minutes, I think they still had another 2 minutes after that. So. Welcome, Red. Welcome to the booth.
Hello, Red.
Hey everyone, how you guys doing? Hope you
Congratulations
guys
on
enjoyed the
last
match.
win.
Oh God, that
So,
was
yeah.
spectacular, man. What is this? Like, I'm just gonna go right into it. So Steambulloc's on this Sombra. Like, what was the logic behind putting him in? Just like we didn't see the Sombra before this up until right now, and then all of a sudden we had slow going, and bam, 2 6-man EMPs. Like, what was the change that made you want to bring that Sombra in?
I mean, honestly, it was just switching the comps. It just didn't work out for us on the first 2 maps, so we were just like, we had to make some changes. And we know that Steam has a good Sombra, so we tried to play around it, and it worked out quite well, I guess.
Okay, okay, yeah, and a little bit of a slow going to start, but yeah, two, not one but two six-man EMPs that your team just rode into
Yeah.
victory on.
It was massive.
Yeah, like I'm glad we pulled back after the first two maps. The first one was a very close one, and I think that was probably the deciding map. If we would have won that, we would have won the series.
Oh, you think that would have kind of been the what you guys could have springboarded off of and
Tiebreaker,
just
yeah.
rolled through? Okay,
Mhm.
okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was close, the back and forth. You know, you each taken one map before we went to a third on that. So that I would believe that that one could have very well gone either way. So Hanamura was a little bit rougher for you guys. So what we kind of noted that you guys started going goats, and you didn't make any swaps. Like, what? Can you walk me through kind of what the call was on that to keep using goats?
Yeah, I think that's what's the comp that we practice and we're most comfortable on.
Okay.
And honestly, we should have made the switches, but it just came to that. We have this ult that we have to use.
Okay.
So we couldn't switch in time.
And that makes sense. You know, if you kind of get locked into that mindset of we have one or two ults, we can make this work. And, you know, by the time the switch actually came through, I think you guys had like a couple of seconds left. But you did,
seconds, yeah.
you did get the tick, though. You know, you did force something out there. So it wasn't like a wash or anything. But yeah, but then you guys brought out this this ridiculous Sombra, and you did manage to take a game. So because of that, you guys moved up against above several other teams with just that one win. So great take in the end there.
Yeah, I'm very glad we pulled it back, and then the last map was really good. I think we did capture it quite fast, so we took the 3 points quite quickly.
Very quickly.
And,
Steamrolled through it, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, but GG's to I Need Healing. It was a really good match. We all had a great time.
Anything additional, General?
Let's see. Anything? Well, I guess I'm curious what you think what do you guys need to work on from here in order to close out a 3-0 win on your next match?
I think we'll be practicing different comps and switching earlier. Yeah, that's mostly I think that we need to work on.
Definitely.
Switching at the right time, just like we did on Hollywood.
Okay.
I think we need to practice
Fair
that more.
enough. Cool.
Okay, excellent. Thank you so much and congratulations.
Yeah, congrats, man.
Thank you for
Congrats on
having
the
me.
map win.
Thank you. Great job on the casting.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
I'll see you guys later then.
Take it easy, man.
Bye.
But yeah, like in although I stated a lot because it's true, you know, because the rest of all the other games have been 0-3s, one map is a huge deal. It maybe doesn't seem like it right now, but they're above Legion, the Chompets,
and
the Horsemen. So yeah, they're now going to firmly hold 5th place because of that, and I'm a little jealous of that one map win, let me tell you.
It definitely sets them apart, and it also puts a target on their back. It means those lower ranked teams are going to be gunning for them. They're going to be seeing what they can do, what they can't do, and how to exploit it. So I think they really need to knuckle under and, like you said, focus on what their swaps are going to be. Make sure that if things are not working, that you get out there, that you do something different. You have to, otherwise Hanamura happens.
And it can be so hard to unlock yourself from that mindset sometimes. Like we've all been there where, again, it's you've got, oh well, I've got this Zarya ultimate, or I've got this Diva bomb, like I can't switch now, like I could change the game with it. And the point that I always preach when I watch these games and everything is that, are there going to be hero plays where you get the 1 or 2 6-man EMPs? Absolutely. Is that the majority of the time? Not by any stretch of the imagination.
No.
So, generally speaking, it's something I've been working to beat into my team's head. You know what? It's the Diva Bomb, the Zarya ultimate, the Bob, the Death Blossom, whatever it is. It's not worth it if your entire team is going to suffer for it.
Absolutely. You can't go in with hope. And I think I forget which player said it, but in the Overwatch League they said, you know, if you have to think about what you're going to do in the middle of the team fight, you've already lost. You know, so I think you have to go in with a plan.
Sure words,
and if that plan is not solid, then you have to just like get out. It's almost worth losing that ultimate. Just be like, okay, I'm just gonna swap to something else. These abilities can do it. I'm a good enough player. I can get my ultimate back. I'm gonna swap onto something else that I'm comfortable with, and then get in there and make a change. And sometimes getting into your opponent's head like that is enough to make the swap. I think we underestimate the human element in this game. That if you can just, I mean, like with the disconnect. That it was enough to scatter the entire team. No one knew what to do, so it was.
And that can throw you off your game pretty bad, yeah.
Of course, almost immediately.
But yeah, well, and with that, we'll wrap it up with the 2-1 win for Team I Need Healing over the Nacho Daddies. Tune in next week. I should probably have already looked at what the next map is going to be, but if y'all give me just 2 seconds, I bet you I can find out. Let's see here. Doot. And so we're going to go over to our handy-dandy link here. So week number 3, it's going to be I Need Healing back on the stage against Rebel Squad. So you got to kind of get a peek.
Team.
I was going to say, you got to get a peek at your next week opponents here, man.
I do. I got a little sneak peek. That was delicious.
So how are you feeling now that you've seen these healing guys in action?
You know what? I think they are going to need healing. I think they're going to need healing, and they're going to be in trouble.
All right, so kind of an early call out here. You heard it first, so we got some confidence in Rebel Squad from Mr. General here. But in all seriousness, this coming Tuesday the 30th at, I believe that's 9 o'clock Eastern, so that'd be 8 o'clock Central for those of you in the correct time zone. But anyway, guys,
GMT wants a word with you.
Everybody, thank you so much for joining us this evening. I hope you guys had as much fun as we did, and we will catch you next Tuesday.
Excellent. Thank you to everyone.